Welcome to Weldon Road then for Sub League 3. Salford teams out, so I get their team first. Number 1, Gary Broadbent. On the wing, Scott Martin, Scott Nail and Phil Hassan as the centres. Darren Rogers on the other wing. Steve Blakely was back from injury, the England international at 6. And a signing from St Helens, Phil Waring takes the number 7 shirt. In the back we've got Paul Southern, Pete Edwards returns at 9, Cliff Eccles 10, Paul Ayton and Joe Familo in the second row, and loose forward, the evergreen David Hume. On the bench we've got Craig Randall, my mate Buffer, making a welcome return, Assini Milo and Lokini Savilo. Cast team, number 1 Collie, 2 the Phantom, 3 BJ, 4 Frank, 5 Wellesley, 6 Gavin, 7 Viva Brad, 8 Diesel, excuse me, 9 Jack, 10 Big Richie, 11 Frank Farmer, 12 Hatchet and 13 the Assassin. Nat Sykes at 14, the Claw 15, Lloyd 16, the Ubiquitous 17, Billy's your ref. They're going to kick off right to left as we look at it. I've got my mate Steve from Salford who'll be commentating on the Salford end of affairs. Morgan will be doing Cass. It's a nice day, a bit sticky, not much wind. And to be fair, playing for pride today, not a lot at stake for either team. Let's get game underway. Here comes Frank Farmer off Viva Brad, but first run. Crowd favourite Frank makes the first impact of the game. Viva Brad moving it long. Gavin taking him on straight away. Eccles gets across and makes tackle. Hatchet finds Diesel, Southern meets him. Edwards gets ball out at back door to Collie, who in turn feels the Assassin. The Assassin takes it forward, gets brought to ground by Ayton. Signing from Halifax early on in the season, Big Richie gets out halfway line. Foot kick. No, it is gone to Frank Farmer, foot kick. He went to get it. Oh, and he's slipped as Broadbent. And BJ gets up there to make tackle.
That was a great start from Cass, mate. They're really open, lively, throwing that ball around. But let's on the Salford team, congratulate Phil Waring on his first start. He's been on as sub before, but this is his first full start at a half-back, and we wish him every success in his career with Salford. And also, let's remember those Salford fans who've made the journey over to Weldon Road. It's the 3rd longest distance that us visitors from Salford have to travel. And Salford on a little bit of an up compared with that downturn at the middle spell of the season. 3 games now without a defeat, and things starting to look well. Apart from for Scott Naylor, who was looking who to pass it to, didn't have the ball in his hands, and it's going to be the put-in and the possession presumably to Cass.
I think we're doing second thing there. They've already done first, and that's pick ball up. So it's a good attacking position here for Cass. Davies feeds. Cass on it, ball in the back at part to keep Salford on side. Collie coming on a straight ball. Broadbent, opposite number meets him. David Hume got out of pack well. Workhorse in Salford team as the Assassin runs straight and hard as we've come to expect, and Cass get a penalty. He's trying to get up, play the ball, won't let him. David Young just give him a little push, pull down, so it should be first points on board. Not an hard kick, straight in front, slap down at 22. So a lively start from Cass. We're looking at keeping going for 80 minutes, which has been a problem of late. They're saying not a bad crowd, really, to say they're not to play for. Only pride, winning pay. And as Stuart said, the professionals, it's the job. So here comes Gavin then. Aye. 2-0. And Alan's just reminded me that Gavin's mum's Joan is a Salford supporter. That's where she's from. She not mind Young's number 1 son kicking that goal, putting Cass 2-0 up. So here comes Gavin then to kick off. Looking to pin Salford down deep in the red zone and try and force a mistake.
Yep, so Salford looking to work it forward. David Hume continually belying his years with his 100% commitment and effort every single game, and Cliff Eccles taking it forward. The Salford team having a more familiar look about it these days with Steve Blakely back at standoff. Peter Edwards is returned for his first game for some time now, and that's good to see. Nice little offload. There's young Waring, unfortunately grounded with his first touch, and Blakely having to find room to make the kick, and he makes it deep. Salford not really making any headroom with the ball in the hand, but with a kick from Blakely, nearly making a lot of ground. Nonetheless, it's cast back in possession.
Super kick now from Blakely, whether he meant it or not, but kept him field of play, and the Phantom to pick it up and play it, and Colley brings it away. Hume in there as ever. Gavin gives it to Big BJ, 1, 2, 3 in there. Philosan 45's the over 40s. As here comes Frank Farmer, runs it. Eccles just does enough to bring him down. Jack Russell goes down short side. Wanted him to come inside. Wellesley. Miss move. Gavin again. Gavin looking to take him on. Gets brought to ground. David Hume again. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that this game. As here comes Weaver Bradford kick. Put it plenty right at Rodgers, who's a tall fella. Wellesley gets it back. Picked up by Weaver Brad. But that's the last tackle. Dangerous game. Dodgers playing there as Wellesley gets a good tap back. But Broadbent brings it away for Salford.
Yeah, always dangerous letting the ball bounce. That time the bounce in the end going away for Salford, fortunately. And the referee saying the cast players offside, David Hume and somebody or other, Richard McKell, having a little contretemps, but unseen by anybody in Salford, having to settle things down because it's no doubt that Cass have started the better of these teams. And what a cracking kick that is from Blakely. 10, 20, 30, 40 metres in distance plus the angle. And Rodgers looking to find a way through, takes play to the centre, 20 metres out, and the first real attacking opportunity for the Salford Reds. Not a good pass to Southern though. And Cass easily put Southern down. Now it's going right, good men out there, wearing through, and Blakely holds it up steps, but no, easily put down again by the Cass defence. Salford though, men on that side and still tackles to play through, but Marlow again not taking a good pass. Having to check to take it and making it easy for the Castleford defenders. Now Salford moving it well along this line. Waring though decides to go on his own. Back to Blakely. Blakely thinks he's seen an opening. Looks for support, nails the support, unfortunately. Almost falling over Blakely himself, but good play, good interchange. Little kick through into space, but not space that isn't immediately covered by the Cass defence. But promising start that for the Reds, mate.
Yeah, Blakely's out of gap, but had to be close quick, because he is quick. Wellesley brings it back for Cass. Long ball, Weaver Brad to Frank Maloney. Going to try and take 5 mile on outside. Scott Naylor, is it? The assassin down short side, just runs straight and hard. Whatever. Brought to ground. Cass fancy out, get him on side, Billy, as Big Richie cast it forward. Had it pinched off him, 2-man tackle. There'll be a penalty to Cass. So, penalty to Cass, 2-man tackle, pinching ball. Won't get last week at Bradford. Different day, different ref. Weaver Brad, Finn's touch on that far side. Miss move again, Diesel. Gonna carry it straight up, 5 mile. Eccles. All in there, bring him to ground. The switch play. Diesel looks a bit ginger. Oh, Weaver Brad looking to put Archie in it. Oil still going his sense, held dummy. Cass get another penalty for what's this time in it for high touch. It's Seville is bringing out, swinging arm. Charlie Peter Edwards. Well, I think Diesel got a bit of a knock in that foray as he come forward. Now Cass get a penalty. Diesel's been playing with painkiller injections in his ankle. He hasn't been training, just been playing with injection every week. It seems as though it felt that a bit. They took it forward. Seems to have recovered. Gavin's going to make it 4-0. It's about 9 minutes gone. But a good looking break from Davis on that far side, looking to put Atchin in the oil and dummied and ducked and dived and got through it. Salford defence got back. The upshot and get a penalty. Edwards had a swinging arm, which Morgie missed. So it's left hand side, just right side, right footer kicker. Cass fans will tell you it's over. Oh, that's Cass 4, Salford 0, 10 minutes gone. Punishing for the indiscretion. So Gavin will kick off, kick deep again. But there's plenty of space up in this. We've got a front line of 4 here, Salford, and then from there it sticks. There's plenty of space if we stuck one up in air and had a good chase, but guys kicked it deep. And he's got that far side. Salford will retrieve the ball through Broadbent. They're going to bring it away.
Yeah, but a good chase from Cass. Salford taking the first tackle inside their own 20. Hume stepping out of one. Applause for that from the Salford fans. Gary Broadbent shouting to the referee. Cass are offside, that won't do any good. But interference, says the referee. Fine, dry day, a little bit oppressive. Is the temperature? Oh, another great kick from Blakely. Great distance, another real chance now for Salford to do something special inside the Cass 20. And Rodgers taking the first one, going almost to that 10-metre line. A real chance now for Salford. Nice little threat to come inside with dummy from Southern. Still going forward. Great determination from Paul Southern. And Salford so close to that line. Eccles back inside to find Marlowe. Going forward. Good defence from Cass. Hassan's going on his own, but there's no way through. Back under the sticks, but back into the reception committee. Now can Salford move it? Cass fans not happy about something. Going out. Blakely, Naylor. Looks to get it away, does, to Blakely. Blakely trying to find a way through, but a little bit too slow that time. And the Cass defence coming up trumps as Salford get to their last tackle on the 10-metre line to Waring. Waring looking for the kick. Now that kick's hanging in the air, going deep and deep. Owen goes back. Back to Rodgers again. Rodgers steps inside to Hassan. And Hassan doesn't quite get over, but Rodgers does. And the referee, I think, must give that one. The ball was lost in the tackle. He's going to think about it. But the touch judge has decided by moving away that it's not a try, but that seems perhaps a bit harsh. But the opening was created from the drop, from the ball that was going across. No try. Drop ball. Salford a little bit unlucky, but it was the high kick always causes problems. And Salford, maybe Rue not taking advantage of that position.
Right, they definitely lost one, I see. It's BJ bringing it out for Cass. Guns through Phyllis and 40 by the over 40s. Big Frank bringing it forward. 1, 2, 3. Still going. Cass wanted a quick play of the ball. It's 5 Milo legs on him. Miles too long. You get a penalty. What will Frank Farmer throw it ball down for? Got a penalty. All on him like a rash. 5 Milo. Davis, Finn's touch. Miss move, double miss move. Colley coming in from full-back. Just runs straight and hard. Waring takes him low. Hume up at top. The assassin back inside, well taken Danny Hawes. It comes off Atchit and tries to step. His man gets a one-hander by the back door. Big Richie retrieves the situation, goes on a charge as Big Richie. Cass get another penalty for flopping. So another kickable position. Bill is having a word with skipper Hume. They said the man were already tackled as the floppers come on. Cass get a penalty. Gavin Hart chance of his third penalty of the game. 14 minutes on the clock. Going to go for the two. But all the teams have got it off now on this kick at last tackle as big kicking at big lads, palming it back inside. Nearly paid off at this end for Salford. Cass has gone the other end. Indiscretion from 5 Milos set the field position up, and then they end up with a penalty for a flopper. So here comes Gavin then, it's slap dab. About 35 yards, 36 I'd say. So a very kickable penalty. Struck it well enough. We missed it though. Gone to it right, should have put that one over. Score remains 4-0. So we're going to have to drop out when they get Bill. Blake will drop out. So all of a sudden they've got a long kick. This is a flapper, as Eddie used to say, straight at Diesel, but a card it straight forward. Gets brought to ground. The assassin goes from dummy half. Edwards in there. Jack gives it to Big Richie, who casts it forward. Edwards and Newman again. Now then, moving it along. Knock on call, not given, and back inside Frank Farmer. It's Collie, goes for guard. Diesel down short side, going straight through Blakely. Good run. Last tell coming up. Gavin. Davis, somebody straighten it up, Batchett does. Gets ball away to Davis. And that'll be Frank Farmer knocks something on his rump, Broadman, but it's knock on handover. So a bit of respite for Salford, but we think that Cass went wrong side there.
Oh, that was a good period of defence from Salford. In the bad spell earlier on in the year, that might have been in question, but not now. That, as they're now on their little up, on the receiving end of the penalty decisions. But sticking to their tackling task with great gusto and keeping the Cass players out. Blakely just at the moment looking and probing, but not finding any clear opening. Eccles sort of ambling forward, it seems, but with those legs pumping, still makes a few yards. We get into the last one, so this time it goes to Phil Waring for the kick with time and space. Puts it in deep, and it runs, and that is a super touch. And I don't know whether that is an indication of whether there's a bit of a breeze out there, but that's a great kick, and Salford saving the line at one end and now finding themselves at the other end with the opportunity to keep Cass in their own defensive area.
I think you're right, Steve. I think there's a bit of a... Margie said a folk game, didn't think there was much breeze, but I think there's a breeze when it's going from right to left. So it's in Salford's favour. As you can see, two judges flagged. So it's Casshead and Pearl. Here comes Collie, willing as ever. Broadbent, opposite number meets him, puts him to ground. The assassin straightens it up. Edwards meets him strongly. 1, 2, 3, Salford players finally bring him to ground. Big Richie McKell. Yumi in there again. Here comes Frank Farmer coming back to play at ball. Gets a one-hand away to Diesel. Diesel offloads to Hatchett. Offloads again to Diesel. But going nowhere. Diesel decides to strain it up and go forward. Offloads to Hatchett. That's good play. Short ball of Frank Maloney. Ball's got a ground. Salford pick it up. I thought he should have took that. So it's Salford on attack. Yeah, what a great attack from Cass. The Salford defence at full stretch and doing well
to snuff out a couple of real chances that Cass were threatening with there. Great defence from the Salford Reds as they now have the opportunity inside the Cass half. Work this ball out left. Blakely's in the line again, little run out with Waring. On to Naylor. Naylor looks for somebody. The somebody's Phil Waring. Peter Edwards is there. Salford moving this ball steadily across field. Peter Edwards tries to straighten up, but put down. David Hume out to Scott Martin. I think a first run, a first touch for Scott Martin almost. Still going though, great determination. And Salford going forward. Blakely in the line, goes and steps, looks for support. Oh, Naylor just drops it, and all of a sudden, Cass in with a chance. So Salford working it well, but Cass a match for it so far.
Mistakes from both teams, and a look on making a break, but Frank Maloney does make a good break up that far touch line. Here comes Big Richie to carry forward. Salford move well from gain line to put his space down, and Jack Russell goes from dummy half. Comes the assassin. Salford moving up quick up front of referee's boat races. Danny Orshaw's ball and goes. Well, a chip in just behind line might be the thing to split them up. Viva Brad just going to do that, but he's kicked it deep and it's keeping it into touch. He's got to play percentages in that situation. Got to try and force an error from Salford. So, 20 minutes gone. Still 4-0 to Cass. And to be fair, try scoring opportunities have been of zilch at the moment, Steve.
Yeah, Salford defending well. Been a trademark of their early season success. And Gary Broadbent, a trademark of any success. Enormous enthusiasm and endeavour every game, all the time. Tries to do it all himself. Darren Rodgers involved and over from the left wing. Little forward pass to David Hume, but still not much ground made. Peter Edwards getting on with it quickly. Paul Southern though, not a decisive input that time. Pushed back on the floor, lost a little bit of space, bit of ground. Blakely's looking for somebody. Marlowe's that somebody. Crossfield though, and no forward movement that time, but Salford looking last one, who wants it? Phil Waring says, last one, it's mine. Another good kick from Phil Waring, and that is yet another cracking kick from him. That's 2 on the run, really making an enormous amount of distance and perhaps confirming that win very much is in Salford's favour, kicking to that corner in this first half.
A bit of cat and mouse at the moment, both teams probing, trying to look for mistake. But some good defence in that set of 6 from Cass. The Steve said a good kick from Waring has found a good field position, albeit not with the ball. The balls he picks up from loose forward. Waring's buying none. Takes him to ground. Zatchit, dummy half. Gets picked up by Marcus. Big Richie. Eccles just hangs on, does enough. They help Edwards. There comes Colley up from fullback, running strong and hard, but good tackle again, Waring. Floppy Yumi, don't get picked this time, as a good hard short side. Jack Russell back inside the assassin. Waring makes another tackle. Last tackle, and Cass hasn't got very far in the set of 6. So Davis fought kick. Chase on him. And won't let it bounce, and dangerous and fair as Frank Maloney gets up there. As we said, up here, never let a ball bounce, and that proved it in that instance.
Absolutely, Scott Martin just seeming to take an age to get that one under control. And as a result, the Castleford chase was so good that the Salford players are now under pressure inside their own half. Paul Heighton, not seen too much of him yet with the ball. Scott Naylor hangs on to that one, looks for Eccles in support. Eccles goes forward, head first, but put down. Gets on with it quickly, Phil Hassan. Running forward, great pace from Hassan. And offloads, good chance for Salford now. Blakely steps inside, can't quite get clear. Great play from Blakely, from the Salford Reds, coordinating well. Waring again with time, going for the safe option, and for the 3rd consecutive kick from him. it puts Salford inside Cass territory. Whether those are the right tactics from that sort of field position is always a matter of debate. Certainly when you're deep inside your own half, it's a good kick, but from closer to the line, you wonder whether the high ball might have put Cass under more pressure. Nonetheless, it's Salford down there inside on the 10-metre line with Cass likely to get possession.
I tell you what it is, it's boring. I tell you, both teams. I like to see somebody trying a bit different, somebody with a bit of flair, trying to do something different to beat defences instead of just playing cat and mouse like a game of chess at the moment. It's really exciting. As here comes Colley, as ever, trying to go round Blakely, Broadbent out top. Not a lot of football at the moment as Gavin just nearly makes a break. He's going to get Simbin, he's missed the Eccles. Billy Sininoff. So Salford down at 10, 25 minutes gone. So can Cass take advantage? As Cliff Eccles leaves the field. Davis Finn's touch. Thought Tush was giving him a few more extra yards than he actually got. Diesel fetches it forward, met by Southern. Davis short side to Jack Russell. Jack Russell. Bit of obstruction there. Hatchett's moved the do regular. And obviously Hatchett hasn't got the message what'll going off. And he's run through and he's shepherded Jack Russell and quite rightly gets penalised and Salford get a leaving free kick.
Yeah, relief indeed. And a chance, even with 12 men, to put the Cass defence under some pressure. It was with 12 men that Salford had that last-ditch victory against London Broncos last week. Oh, nice interplay. Oh, but Faimalo wasn't quite ready for that. Well, a promising move coming to naught.
Mistake, both teams. Long ball, here comes the assassin, trying to go outside of Waring and Martin. And Gassin still going. Edwards gets across to him, but good run from the assassin. Leading by example as ever. Viva Brad. Short ball to Big Frank. Frank in turn gets back to Viva Bradle. Kick off at top. Chase now then. Could have been a bit deeper. At least a bit of football, but if it had been deeper, it could have been fruitful. It just didn't kick it far enough. As Rogers trying to bring it away for Salford from his own stick.
So it was Cass spotting it. There's a great big overlap on the Cass right that time. But Gary Broadbent a match for the kick, making it safe for the Salford Reds. And Peter Edwards pumping hard with those legs to get a few more important yards forward for the Salford Reds. Scott Naylor tries to do the same. Oh, surely. That was a bit of a swinging arm. So Joe Faimalo runs strongly into brick wall almost. This time Blakely steps nicely, makes room for the kick. Again, going deep and running and going to go dead, but relieves some pressure during this period of only 12 men on the Salford Reds.
Well, I think Salford's got to play percentage football, play with clock. We're having 12 men, but Cass have got to chuck them in and then let's move it wide. So here comes Big Richie off first drive, runs at Faimalo and Blakely. Turn off low to Jack Russell, but can't. Finally gets put to ground. Diesel up guts, runs at Southern, who hangs on to him. Diesel offloads and Southern drops on it, that's play on. So Salford in possession, mistake from Diesel and first chance of good field position from Salford.
Yeah, and that's an important take for Salford in this particular position. Gives them the chance to run themselves. Like that, David Hume with Faimalo takes it cleanly that time. Oh, but put down, still put down twice, up and down. Faimalo working hard, taking a note that time. Blakely's looking for his runners. Naylor comes back inside. tries to stand clear, gets the pass on to Waring. Waring, nowhere to go, comes back around again, and left. Great play from Waring, threatening without actually potentially threatening, but not delivering. Blakely's there again. Who wants it? Blakely's still looking for support. Peter Edwards is there in support. Good play over this side. Hyden comes inside. Scott Martin goes forward, and Salford with the 12 men just moving his ball better now than they have in any part of this game so far. David Hume going on the narrow side. Salford so close. Long pass to Waring and to Blakely. Blakely steps, comes back, sees room inside, steps again, slips, kick through, obstructs, still kick, and the Castleford recover it. The ref, Blakely says perhaps he was offside a bit, but an exciting period of play from the Salford point of view, probably one of the better attacks, but the Cast defence just having a measure of it again, Mick.
Salford short value second phase rugby league football, they came at ball line, looked dangerous. Says Hatchett. Phillisan 45 over 40, bringing the ground as Jack Russell goes out of dummy half. Still looking for match fitness is Jack after his broken leg. All offside in front of Gavin picks it well now. Gavin, superb run. He's going to score. He's not going to catch you behind. Superb try this. Brilliant try. Absolute magnificent try. The split markers and Danny picked it. He's gone, stepped, and he's had the pace to go, and he's gone 65 yards. Superb individual score. That sparked the crowd alive because it was in danger of going to sleep. But individual brilliance provided by Danny Orr. Make the score Castleford 8, Salford 0. Goal kick from Lass's team, which we entrusted with Viva Brad. As Danny gets his breath back with a superb individual score. And that's what it needed to bring this game alight. But he got the pace. Hyden chased vainly, but a superb step when he come to Broadbent. A very reliable fullback, but Danny left him for dead with a step out of the top draw. Then he still had the pace to get to Whitewish. Spark this crowd, it's best bit of football we've seen all day. Viva Brad slots it over, makes it 10-0. So, what, 32 minutes gone. 10 points to 0. Danny Orr's just set the Weldon Road alight with a magnificent score. One of the best we've seen for a while is that down here, an individual try. Gavin's going to kick it up. Because Nat Sykes comes on for Big Richie. Stewart makes his first change. Gavin gets the game underway. And it'll be Salford to bring out of the own 22.
Yeah, cracking solo try. I hope his mother remembers who she supports and doesn't give him his dinner tonight for that one. And Salford perhaps feeling a bit unlucky that it had to be the one solo effort that broke the defence for the first try, because even with this one-man disadvantage, they've been holding their own on defence against the Cast team as a whole, and it was that little special bit of magic from Danny Orr which that time broke them for the first try of the afternoon. And there's Joe Fimarlo trying to do the same for the Salford Reds. Scott Naylor looking to go. Salford still getting that one away, and Phil Hassan looking to go, and can't quite find that passing route, but Salford trying to come back straight away. It's the fifth tackle. Phil Waring, this time choosing this side, goes straight to the winger. John Wells has a chance for a run, and Salford under pressure again. Oh, Sevilio on, big hit from him in his first tackle.
Sevilio that one, but Wells does well with them kicks. He always gives us an extra tackle by fielding ball. Don't let it go in touch. We can help it. There comes Colley. Another big hit from Edwards, but Colley just gets on with it. Not rattling, there's no brains in there. There's Hatchett fetches it forward. Get it play, come on. Nat Sykes for first touch. David Hume and Fimarlo in there. Leaves David Hume on floor, so a bit of space there as Viva Brad will kick. Kicked it into corner. Touching corner, but Alan, I said it'd been up more than 10 minutes. No, there's another 2 minutes yet, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, so Cass taking advantage of the one-man advantage with that one try. 10-0 in the lead, meaning it's the Salford Reds that have got to play the catch-up rugby. And Rogers goes cross-field. And Scott Martin, well, there's not a lot he can do. 1 against 2. Sinify Marlowe's warming up, looking to come on. Paul Southern has gone off and been replaced by Sevilio. And we should be having Cliff Eccles back any second now. Naylor gets it back to Joe Faimarlow, under pressure. Faimarlow runs at pace, but only cross field in Salford. Working through the tackles, Paul Heighton. And the 5th one, and Salford not made too much ground forward this time, but looking to Phil Waring for a kick. Again, deep kick, makes Cass turn. Salford chase, not particularly convincing. And Cass back in possession.
Neither what pick up or neither from the Phantom. What not convincing, neither. He gets flattened. It's Colley. Straight into Phillatan. 5 Milo. Nat Sykes straight up guts. Makes good yards. Diesel. Straight back into play the ball where it come from. The Assassin. Straight goes, makes good yards, good run. Just Dioma just did enough to hang on, else the Assassin were away. Viva Brad running at him, back inside of Frank Farmer, blows to Colley. Colley takes it forward, last towel coming up. Now then Cass, Danny Orford kicked this time, kicked it straight at Martin, took it on one bounce and gets put to the ground for his efforts. Makes good yards back, Micey.
Yeah, Salford back to full strength. Cliff Eccles hasn't returned, it's Sinify Marlowe who's come on in his place. But 10-0 down for all that, and just having to work hard to go forward, but it's a much more gritty performance from the Salford Reds in the last few weeks than we saw for a number of games in mid-season. 4 minutes to half-time, a score for the Reds before half-time really will be so important. 10-0 down at the moment. Sevilio working hard. Phillatan looking to find space, can't, but still gets away from the first tacklers, goes forward. Put to ground, now it's the 5th one. Blakely's in the line, Blakely. This time it's the high one, it's not made any distance at all. And taken comfortably by Cass under no real pressure.
That's an abject lesson to everybody, don't let ball bounce. Frank Maloney got under that and feel the ball as Ellison goes on a little run. But trying to take him into touch, 3 on him. Gets up, plays ball. Nat Sykes comes off the Assassin. Touchline side, don't play that ball. There's Colley again, still going forward. There comes Viva Brad. This time a long touch, it straightens it up, offloads out the back door to Frank Farmer, who in turn gets it to Viva Brad. Short ball to Gavin. Gets ball away to the Assassin, who gives it to Nat Sykes. Nobody going forward, forward man. Jack Russell. Cass came in alive, but not a lot of forward movement. Jack Russell doing some diving. There comes Viva Brad. Kicked into space to chase. Now Wellesley sat up nice for Darren Rogers, but Wellesley gets in, brings it to the ground.
Yeah, good pressure from Cass, good defence from the Salford Reds, tackling well. And Darren Rogers alert for the crossfield kick and moving for it quickly. Now can he get space, Darren Rogers, down this side? Scored a couple of cracking tries against Cass in that cup game. Was it last season? Seems a long time ago. Waring in the line, Naylor's out there. Straightens up, as is his wont. That time there's no way through. Whoops. Drops the ball, and not Naylor's day. I think that's the 3rd time, unfortunately, for Scott Naylor. He's been involved in drop balls right from his first touch. Another time when Salford were in a good attacking position on the Cass 20, and then So we're approaching half-time. The one try and the goal separating the teams. But it's Cass with the important 10-point lead.
Poor concentration from Naylor. 2 or 3 times done, as you say, put Cass in a good attacking position just before half-time. A chance of 6 at him. Can we get all out in it as the assassin comes on back inside of BJ Mather? Humid read it. Remember Cass scoring from that ploy early on in season as Frank Farmer comes off. Ball's in. Offloads. Sykes, he cleans up. Just before half-time, can Cass get out through for us? Diesel, Casey forward, nobody goes with him. Flicks it out at back door to Frank Farmer. Can't get ball away. You've got to go with players. If you're going to have low second phase, you've got to have some backup. That Davis decides to run at him. Brought to ground. 2 more tackles. Danny off at 1 point. Poor kick. Nowhere near. So obviously must have thought he was slap bang on half-time. But it can't be much. And it is. So there goes the half-time outer. So Danny knew exactly what position on field he was, what time it was. But poor kick. So it's 10 points to 0. Just one spark of brilliance in the first half from Danny Orr has kept this crowd alive. So it's 10-0, and let's see if we can see some more football and back in up in second half. Morgie sounding off, see what's second half. Cass going to kick off, right to left, 10 points to 0 to the good. And a bit of wind at the back this half. So Gavin will kick off. Let's see if we can see a bit more football this half. A bit more second phase and a bit more backing up. That's the order of the day, I reckon. As Gavin gets it underway, Waring feels. Iron to bring it, card it forward, gets brought to ground. Sykes in there in defence as Yomi runs straight at Frank Farmer. Bounces off him. Hatchet in there. Wrestling to ground.
First few minutes of this half going to be so important. The Salford Reds 10-0 down. If they can get that first score, nice release. Ball drop, went backwards, says the referee. If they, Salford Reds, can get this first score, then back in this game in a big way. As Marlow tries to go through, so we've got the 5th tackle, and Salford just about on that halfway line, looking to the kick from Phil Waring. Does well, maintains his composure, having a good steady start to his debut game is Phil Waring, but it's Cass in possession.
I thought Davis had got to him there, but Kid got his kick in. Ellison brings it away as Colley carts it up. Flying pig, nice back to fullback, he's just Colley as Nat Sykes makes a good run, strong run. For Cass. The assassin getting in position. Does that good snaking step. Gets him by 1 but not 2. Diesel makes good yards. That's good yards from Cass in first forward here. Now then, can we move it? Davis back inside the assassin. That one never on. Last tackle coming up. Davis again. Looks for kick into corner. It's gone touching dead. Poor kick. So it's going to be Salford to bring ball away, Steve. Nice little tap on 22.
Good defensive 6 from the Salford Reds. And in the end, Cass just looking to be a little bit short on ideas that time. But for all that, it's the Salford Reds that have got to do the hard work in this game, in this second half. They can't afford to let Cass get another try. And Scott Martin, deceptively strong play. Scott Martin, some applause for that run from supporters. As Sevillo tries to surge forward, tries to break through, can't. 3 Cass men put him down. Wearing in the line to Blakely. Blakely Heighton in the end holds it up and still stands, pushes himself out of 1 tackle but not a second. And Blakely goes inside but not any conviction particularly, and in the end the ball goes down, and the referee says that's a knockout.
I think they're trying to get ball away there. Obviously, I think he realised it was last tackle. He's trying to get ball away, and it's Castleford and Purley upshot as Flying Pig comes in from full-back. Broadbent's met him all day. Trying to get unplayed ball. Bloke interfering, Bakeley. Frank Farmer runs straight back in. Sees Gam, goes, that's good run from Van Gogh, blows to Jack Russell. Jack can't get led there. Steve, Flying Pig. Still good. That's good play, Cass. Right hand side, quick goal. Coming left. Back inside the assassin. The assassin uploads to Jack Russell. Viva Brad back inside. Gavin. Out of back door on that side. Takes it a second attempt, then goes forward. That's what he wants. Somebody to run straight forward and give an offload. The assassin going his end, looking for somebody coming to a gap. Another gap there. Another player there to plaster. Gavin. Viva Brad gets it outside of his man. Good tell from Martin. Naylor is it. Just stops him near line. Gavin for kick straight across first. Rogers is there, positioned well. Oh, it's bounced off him. Frank Farmer takes it and scores. Frank Farmer scored. Rogers has put it to ground. And I don't think he was under a lot of pressure here, my son. But he's put it to ground, that's kid. Obviously he didn't mean to do it. Made a mistake. Frank Farmer. First to react. Scored a try again. Medcast 14-0. Gavin going to head trust with goal kick to make it 16. And now Gavin's kick will cause the problems. Yeah, I don't think Rogers under that much pressure really. Cass let him go up for it, and I thought he'd have took it. They spilt it. Much to Steve's disgust.
Well, they've certainly seen him take more difficult pressure kicks than that one, and not the start to the second half that we wanted for the Salford Reds. But nonetheless, with the missed kick, it still only needs 3 converted tries and we can be back in front.
She ain't singing yet, and that was a bad miss actually from Gavin. Should have kicked that. Having said that, 14-0. Kids playing well. Can't be too critical, but probably should have gone over. Buffer's coming on for Edwards. No, David Young will go to 9. Buffer. Veteran, not mind me calling him that way, Buff. Good kick. Fielded by Waring, offloads. I think it is. Didn't run with any conviction and get took back with his trouble, Steve.
Why, Heighton still establishing himself in this first team, unlike Paul Forber. Great crowd pleaser. Oh, nice return, nice release of the ball. Forber strides out, looks to release the ball. And the penalty has to go Salford's way. Forber interfered with as he was trying to play the ball. And Salford need this urgency quickly in this game that they're showing in these last few seconds of play. Waring makes certain with his touch kick. Randall's looks as though he's warming up. As Faimalo goes forward, pushes one off, looks to release, but dumped on the halfway line. Now can Salford get into this one quickly. Savilio running strongly and positively, releases the ball. The referee says forward. And unfortunately, Salford's best attacking efforts coming to naught.
I think that was more fodder than that one Friday night. Still got away with that one Friday night. That was their kid, wasn't it? What a Billy. That can't speak. So Randall's on. Stephen Forsby for Joe Faimalo. So still got a Faimalo. Pitches. The assassin goes. Buffer hangs on to him. Makes good yards. Here comes Frank Farmer. Coming back up to play ball. Makes good yards. 3 men to bring him down. No, I can't speak. Get up, Frank. Diesel. Randall makes his first contribution. else bring him to ground. Viva Brad. Oh, ball's gone back, picked it up instead, that's play on. Well, oh, somebody should have dropped him inside there. Oh, good hands. Now then, the assassin gone. Offload, BJ. Oh, ball's gone to ground, gone back. Still the assassin. Back inside, BJ. Cass keep it ball alive. Should have scored there. The assassin to Nat Sykes. Everybody getting each other's road. Short side, BJ. Got towel last towel, but that was a definitely golden opportunity for points there. Salford scramble well nicely, but poor option there, Cass.
Yeah, great scrambling defence from Salford. Full stretch all the time. The Sam making ground. Cass not letting him go his 10 yards perhaps. Great scrambling defence from the Salford Reds. Just having gone 14-0 down to keep the line intact like that shows great gutsy, gritty determination as Farmarlow comes through a tunnel of Cass tacklers. Sevilio up there on his own. Still goes forward. Now, good line from Salford. Runners for Waring. Nice pass on to Naylor. Gets into his stride. Now's a chance. Where's support? Support from Randall. Randall has to step. Oh, great tackle. As Randall was on his way under the post. Great play from the Salford Reds though, splitting the defence cleanly for the first time, and it was Waring who contributed to it with his threatening crossfield run. Naylor doing the first lot of damage, Randall in support. Now, line from the Salford Reds. Randall's there, Hyman's there, scored the match-winning try last week. Naylor comes inside, Randall's there again. Can't quite get over that line. Salford so close, but not yet close enough for that first try. Blakely, little kick through. Oh, but taken by Danny Orr, is it? Under pressure, and the Cass defence comes up trumps.
Brave dive from Danny Orr there. Showed a lot of spirit and bravery diving down for that as Phantom comes forward. But poor Cass defence letting Rogers through twice. But here comes Frank Maloney, makes a good run. Hatchett, been a bit quiet today, Hatchett. That's a good run of form as Hume has a swinging arm. Hatchett don't like it. Oh, they gets a smack from Naylor. But Hume come with swinging arm. We all saw it up here. Tush Judge just slapped down, stayed in front of it. Billy's just way well, it's all sorted out. Chuchu's getting involved, shouldn't be touching players, old boy. Somebody lamps it. It's not their fault. Players are not allowed to touch officials, and same thing, officials are not allowed to touch players. Dangerous happening is that. Somebody just stuck one on him. Chuchu's getting involved again. See what verdict is here. But the instigator with a swinging arm from David Hume. Actually didn't like it. We got ball, he said to just get up and play the ball. He's had to go back. He's got David Hume out. The yellow card. So they're going to get Hatchett out for retaliating, I should think. We've got Hatchett. We gave him a yellow card, that's fair enough. Take a bit of heat out of the situation, get a ball 10 minutes. That's good refereeing. Glad to see more of that. Well done, Billy. Calm him down. So it's a penalty to Cass, the upshot for David Hume's first swing.
Naylor probably looking up to go a little bit as well.
Yeah, Steve just said Naylor coming, got involved and out to do with him. But good refereeing, that. Well done, Billy, that's what I like to say. Give him 10 minutes, get him out of the way, let him cool down. So Cass on attack. Diesel, straight at 5 mile. Short sides on Cass. Going long. Gavin. Lloyd's on. Oh, Lloyd's come on for sneaked on. So Michael Smith's gone off. Frank Maloney goes out of dummy half. Gets picked up. We're doing more riddling than a riddler there. Moving it long. Davies back inside to Colley. Throw a brick wall if he would. If he could. Here comes Viva Brad from dummy half. Back inside to Jack the Blob. Broadbent takes him. Last tackle coming up. This side, Cass. Wrong side again. Long ball of BJ. Back inside to Lloyd. Last tackle. Back inside to Wellesley. No way for him to go. Good defence, Salford. But Cass picked wrong side again. Nobody with any brains. They'll just look up and say, well, wide open on this side. But it's good scrambling again from Salford.
Oh, that was better than that time, Mick. I think that was brilliant from the Salford Reds. Great determination, and Scott Martin going positively. And oh, who's there to play it? Nobody. The referee says it's all right, so for Marlow goes forward strongly. Now can Marlow get there? Oh, so unlucky, the story of Salford's afternoon. So close, and yet so far. Who's there in the line? Scott Naylor's out there, steps inside. Can't quite break the line convincingly. Salford so close. Great determination. Forber's going. Sevilio's there on his own. Things slow down a little bit. Releases the ball to Forber, taken down. Now it's Cassie's defence having to scramble and doing so successfully. Salford moving it out this way to the right. Blakely looks for space. Randall's there, can't release the ball on the last tackle. And what promised to be Salford's opening score of the afternoon, in the end, it's the Cass defence stops them doing it. Great period of play, Mick.
Yeah, good defence. Good defence by Cass in that set of six. They needed it and all as the Phantom goes out of dummy half. Nat Sykes picked up by Naylor. Got out of marker to take him. The Assassin straight up play the ball. Randall and 5 Mile will meet him. Gavin Orr goes. Cass's man of match today by far. Last tackle coming up. As the ubiquitous is on for Jack Russell. Weaver Braggett again. Good kick in. It's just a bit too much on it again. So it's going to have to be a tap 22. Just shows you how much wind there is, really. So the ubiquitous is on for Jack. So Daniel got a 9. So both teams still on 12 men. And changes. I think the Phantom's going off and we could see the clock going on.
Yeah, Salford defending well. Marlow shrugging off his tacklers. Still going forward. Brilliant run from Marlow. A fabulous determination. Nobody quite on his shoulder to take a pass. Ayton shoves his tacklers off, gives him room, wants to get on with it. Sevilio there. Ball drops to ground, and the great effort from Marlow comes to nothing. And Salford concede possession because of dropping the ball themselves. Great determination.
I finally get the change as the clock comes on for the Phantom. So ex-Salford player is coming on. What was it, Scott Martin? Is he going to centre on wing? I thought, can't see Maloney on wing. Can't. Is he? We'll have to wait and see. He is at this scrum anyway. There's Colley. Oh! Tipped here, wasn't it? Steve says no. Here we are, that short side. Lloyd makes good yards. Got for Ulbik. Beaver Brad, the Assassin. Oh! Gets took high after ball and dropped. And the Assassin, well, not like that. Buffer. But he lost ball as he am, but still went through with challenge. It's getting a bit hot-headed out there, Stephen.
Yeah, Forber having to go on the floor with somebody, settling things down. Referee with Rolls. Referee ignoring it all. And play continuing. Salford, though, still can't take advantage of the other players' involvement. The involvement of Voles on the floor with Forber, but Sevillo striding well. Onto Naylor, now there's a chance for Salford up that side. Naylor comes inside, looks for support. Rogers is there, but that defence from Cass, really top-notch this afternoon. But good line from the Salford Reds. Blakely's in the line, looking for support. Where is it? Heighton's there, Randall's there. Randall over the top to Blakely. Broadbent. Salford passing but not making ground forward. Sevillo still passes it on. Now there's a chance. Hassan over that side. Oh, but great tackle on Hassan. Enterprising and encouraging play from the Salford Reds, but it counts for naught as yet because they've not converted it into points. Now pressure. So great take and full back, and all of a sudden Salford could be stretched up this end.
Superb take from Colley. If somebody had come with him there and all, there could have been a run. They just watched him go as Clark was out of marker. I mean, better off getting at end of Colley's pass there. Brilliant take from Colley. Nat Sykes looks for gap, makes good run. The ubiquitous in dummy half, the assassin coming straight and strong, the assassin. Buffett in again on the assassin, a lot like that, weren't the assassin. The ubiquitous out of dummy half. Gets BJ outside, going down outside, BJ. Kicked in field, now then. Take good kick, can he get to it, can't, oh. Intelligent piece of play, a bit of flair that. BJ just a bit too much on it. Or if there'd been anybody backing up in middle of park, they'd had an easy score. But that was the best bit of play we've seen for a while. BJ putting kick through, but it's just gone dead before Wellesley could get an hand to it.
Well, Mick, if you were saying the first half was a bit slow, the second half's been cracking so far. We've had excitement of all sorts from the quality of the rugby, from the tries that Cass have scored. An incident and breaking. That was nothing wrong with that pass. We were in line with that one. And now Blakely getting tangling. Little tensions out there. Tempers getting a bit frayed. And Paul Heighton not really going anywhere. Not running as well as he did to score that match-winning try against the Broncos last week. And Blakely with the kick, prodding the ball into space, but a comfortable take. And Cass running back strongly.
Colley safe as houses. Saving them up ready where he lived. As here comes Wellesley. Flopper. Buffett putting his centre bar a bit. Toad lad. Lloyd took to get down by Sevillo, trying to play it ball. Gavin to Diesel. Runs through Randall, still going, still pumping Diesel. Colley, flying pigs, flying. 5 Milo brings him to ground. The ubiquitous, somebody inside, look at gap inside, somebody inside him. Oh, he's offloaded. Gavin Hall's going to score a second try. Superb try, a mile wide up there. Ubiquitous has made it, but if somebody had been a bit sooner, they'd have been over the line a bit quicker than that. Gavin Hall's read it. But how come we ubiquitous? They would have got a double-decker bus to gap on inside. Finally, somebody's got it oil, and that was Gavin Hall, Morgan's man of match, and everybody's man of match today. Making 18 points to 0. That should be enough to clinch the 2 points. As Viva Brad's entrusts the wick kick. So here comes Viva Brad, trying to put extra 2 on. Shouldn't be a problem from there. Straight between the middle, so it's Castleford 20, Salford 0. And what? 18 minutes still to play at second half. As Hatchett and David Young come back on. Billy keeping his eye on Payne, I'm sure he'll have a word with Hatchett. And he wants both captains over. No, it's been a bit of a needle between the assassin and Buffer. And Billy, good refereeing again, just taking the sting out of the situation. As Cass fans are playfully chanting at Buffer. I don't know what they used to call Morgie when he used to come down and leg. They got a bit bigger, the buffer. So here comes Gavin again. Game underway again. Wellfield aware into Buffer, and they're going to have a nice reception committee here. But he odds his end up, does Buffer.
Well, Salford really contributed so much to this game without getting anything from it at all so far. Certainly the Salford effort has merited a try or two, and a try or two at vital times in the game. Just could have swung it differently. As it is, whenever they've had the chances, it's Cass who've managed to get that ball down over the whitewash to score those important tries. And when you look at 3 tries, that in itself, I suppose, is fairly decisive. And Salford must realise that if they're going to get back into this one, it really is a mountain to climb now. David Hume back on the field. So both sides back to full 13. Phil Waring looks to make space before making the kick, but that's going to be taken comfortably by any one of 3 players and then spectacularly by Flowers.
Right, Flying Pig were flying there, but good chase up from Yubi, could just put Waring under pressure. They want the best kick. Wellesley got some dummy out. Got to learn not to keep the hand there, Oakcock. Take it away. Or use it as a lever like the assassin does. Here comes the claw. Oh, strains up. Just strung onto him there, Eighton. Lloyd down short side. Straight at Waring, who hangs on to him. Here comes Diesel. Plowing up. Randall. Not in his ground. With Scott Martin. Sorry, Scott Naylor. Here comes Danny Orr back inside. Flying Pig again. Flying, can he offload? Oh, should have done. As Yubi just points up at air foot kick. Plenty right on it. Plenty good kick. Get to it. Good take. Broadbent this time. Superb take. Any schoolboy watching never took his eye off ball. So Salford to bring it away from 22.
Under real close range pressure. Castle quickly. Blakely offloads. Heighton threatening without breaking. Gets the pass on to Marlow. Marlow going forward steadily first. Pushes one off. Looks to the sport, and Broadbent involved in so much of Salford's game. Gary Broadbent almost does a contribution of 3 or 4 players. Oh, nice little run around from Forber, but for all that, Salford still can't get in the clear. They do this time, get the release the ball. Savilio starts shake off his bagger. Salford's still moving it. Heighton's there. Somebody needs to straighten up and go straight. Heighton did that, but was tackled, so Hume will go straight. Where's support? Scott Naylor's support. Ball dropped down, goes down, went backwards. Savilio sets off. Scott Naylor is saying it touched the hand of a Cass player. Play still goes on. Salford still passing the ball. Hassan, can he get? Now Hassan's in the clear. Can he go? No, yet again. That's just been Salford's day. Threatened and not been able to do that magic little finishing touch. Little kick through. Oh, super try from Phil Waring. Fabulous debut try for a lad who saw that the Cass defence had moved up. They saw that there was nowhere else to go with the ball. A nice little kick through that stopped the ball, stopped just right for him over the line. And that is without a doubt just reward, the minimum just reward for Salford's efforts this afternoon. It's been a great gutsy performance from the Salford Reds. They've worked hard on defence, they've tackled hard. And when it's come to the attack, on several occasions they've been so unlucky not to do what Phil Waring has just done, and that is score a debut try. Dream for that young man, Mick.
No doubt for kid there, and he got it, and he made someone out of notes. What we've been talking about, a bit of flair, and he showed it there. And I don't know what announcers there for it. Diesel got man of match, has he? But Danny Hardmorgan's man of match with Street. But some good enterprise from Waring, as he says, had a good game, as kid. And it's Big Richie takes it, but it's catch-up football time for Salford, so they'll be keeping ball alive. So here comes Lloyd to bring it forward. Flying Pago's had a big game on his return to full-back. The assassin, another big game player as ever. And here comes Nat Sykes. Oh, side shot, said it's on his chest. There's Billy as Yulbik comes down short side, offloads to the claw. Oh, the claw back inside, play on. Dabbed it through. Oh, Danny Orr gets another kick to it, but case of too many cooks spoil the broth there. I think he got it ruined. Salford get brought to ground, Broadbent. But we'll see him keep it ball alive because of an out to loss now. Bruffer brings it away.
Yeah, Salford alert there in that position as Darren Rogers pumps hard and then unluckily can't get in the clear that determined run did. Referee says that was all right. And there's Joe Farmalo back on, good inside pass. It's all right, says the referee. But still, Salford just can't make that vital bit of extra yard that will take them through. Blakely looks for somebody. Scott Naylor's that somebody, hangs on to it that time. Still releases it. Great play from the Reds, throwing this ball around. Trying to force yet another opening from this Tigers defence. David Hume, though, takes it forward slowly on his own. And that kick, oh well, not the right way to finish a promising attacking move.
Oh, good ball from Wells to Mather. Mather's going to go. Can he go then? Nothing. Oh, good ball. Superb pass. Davies, superb. That's what a superb top draw tonight. Motherwell coming, paying entrance money to see. A poor kick on last time from Waring. Wellesley feels them. He don't let them go in touch. Picked it up, he's made good yards and he's offloaded to BJ. Who's shown his class there in that instance. He's gone 70 yard and a magnificent flick pass to Davies, who looped round his outside and scored in the corner. So quick response from Cass. Wells, Mather, Davies, magnificent length of field score. And if BJ does that in rugby union, he'll murder them. Absolutely superb score. Steve said it's been a lot better second half after a bit dour first 40. Both teams come alive in second half. It's a lot more football and a bit more aggressive tackling. 24 points to 6. Gavin Orr slap bang on touch line. Brad's getting to go kicking duties back. Knee kick this is. But that was class. That was a mission money alone, well that's right. Buffer getting a bit of banter from Cass fans behind stick, not bothered him. Nice, kicked it straight across face. So it's 24 points to 6 and about 8 minutes to go. Gavin will kick off. Four tries to 1. Salford no to loss now as they come into last 7 or 8 minutes. They'll be just keeping ball alive. So Cass will be looking to take man on board, but I tell you what, while they're playing catch-up football, there could always be an interception on cards.
And Joe Farmalo still running strongly. Now surely that had to be high, say the Salford fans. And Joe Farmalo thought so too. He was on the receiving end on it, referee said nout. And Forbes there again. Still looking to go forward, as always, in the Salford cause. And it's senior Farmalo. Here's some good strong runs from him. That ball just can't be released though. Cass defending, tackling well. Naylor straightening up, stopped dead in his tracks, still gets the ball away to Blakely, who looks to find space and nearly gets away, can't quite get clear. The story of Salford's afternoon, threatened and probed. And David Hume finishes it off with a kick that just passes time rather than puts pressure on the Cast defence. So it's been a Salford effort. That has been a gritty defensive effort. They've conceded 4 tries, scored 1 themselves. I think in all fairness, with the opportunities that they've created in this second half, they might have had a second or third, but it's the Cast defence that have done the better and kept them out, though, mate.
Aye, the total will have Cast. Danny Orr must be man at match. Danny Orr is the man of the match. Right on, that was a poor kick from David Hume there, playing into Cast's hands, really. As Danny takes his place at number 9. Steve saying Salford probably could have got more points, but the Cast defence have been solid today. The Claw going on a run. Love to get away, get one against former teammates. But I agree with Alan and all. I've been impressed with Scott Naylor today. I know he's dropped 1 or 2 balls lacking concentration, but when he's run with ball, he's run well. Big Richie carts it forward, goes through one, and Hume was just hanging on to him. Broadbent comes in, drops on him with knees, it guts. Thank you very much. Big Richie gets on with game. Nat Sykes showing ball. Still no fullback at home. Nobody's picked it up. Broadbent's going back now. The assassin coming back inside. Oh, good ball back to Lloyd. Good back in up, Cass. Last tackle coming up. Beaver Bradford kick. Kicked him across face. Now that's an intelligent kick. Oh, just too far, but that was an intelligent kick. Meant an impression he was going to kick it into right hand corner, and obviously he'd had a word with Chases, because to a collie. And Gavin Orr there to chase up just a bit too far. As there's 4,865 fans here today, enjoyed a good game. And Cass going to take the 2 points as we come into about 3 minutes to go.
Yep, and can Salford just finish off with something a little bit special to send their fans home happy? Let's just see. Forbert releases the ball. Naylor puts his head down, but no way through. 2 Cast tattlers. Certainly been a super. Sevilio squirms out of 1 and 2 tackles, and the Salford releasing this ball well. Blakely's trying to find space, and he does find space, but with support David Hume, and Blakely finding space, but not clear ground that can bring the tries. And Naylor.
Money's not no motivation for him. He doesn't want to win.
Martin and Joe Fimarlo. Oh, nice little strip from Fimarlo. It's the 5th tackle, and Salford still not making good ground, but not making good ground forward. Now it's the kick. That is a good kick. Ball goes to ground. Who's going to go for it? Well, it's going to be a knock-on given, I think, so a chance for Salford to finish this one on a high, as we get the ironic jeers from the Salford fans who are relieved and see a decision going Salford's way. So David Hume, Mick was just commenting on that his work rate is absolutely phenomenal and absolutely right. And Craig Randall works hard. Phil Waring, good debut try for him. Scott Naylor inside to Hassan, to Rogers, linking in from the other wing. But the Cast defence just stood still and waited for Rogers to arrive at them, and now Salford a little bit short on that left-hand side. Forber looks for inside support. Fimarlo running strongly, and so close yet again to that Cast line of these Salford Reds. David Hume inside to Forber, to Fimarlo, going and going and going, and can he get over this time? Oh, Gary Broadbent's up there forcing him over the line, but the referee is going to say that he's not put that ball down, and it's another scrum down and more possession to the Salford Reds with a couple of minutes to go. And a try here, 6 points on the board, would be a much better reflection of the closeness of this game. 4 tries to 1 so far. This ball in and out quickly to Blakely, to Naylor. Naylor, head down, strides and walks and pushes himself forward, and Salford so close to that line. Waring sees nobody's there, ready for the pass. Assini Faimalo has a go, and again that cast defence just preventing a second Salford score. Now it's going left. Blakely to Randall. Randall shrugs off 1, 2, but not a third. Tackle. Savilio goes forward, and again that cast defence is there. Savilio, though, still pumping, still on his feet, still searching for a second Salford score. Lots of space over this side, everything's so tight in. Forber trying to lean over and put the ball down. And what is not again the cast defence keep him out. Lots of space over this side, but it goes that side. And Hume goes, and it's Hume who scores! And that's the try that Salford deserve for all these efforts. Hume selling the dummy, going round, and again those legs of his bumping at great pace, finishes off this game with a score that is richly deserved for the Salford effort this afternoon. 24 points to 10, 4 tries to 2. And Salford can take great heart that even with Wigan and Halifax to play in the next coming weeks, then those two teams will know that they'll be in for a game.
So Blakely entrusted with goal kicking on the far side, shall I make it 12? I think this is the last action of the game. It's a good looking kick. He's kicked it.
So there's Blakely's kicking at his best since his return from injury. That's 7 out of 7 for him, 2 out of 2 today, and that one was a particularly difficult one. 24-12, a much better reflection on this game, and I think a position that Salford Reds really can finish off this season in fine style and build on this effort today.
So it's Cass in possession. They must be playing injury time now. We've got 40 minutes on clock here as Nat sides Castleford. 1, 2, 3 Salford defenders in there to bring him down. There comes Lloyd. Castleford. Cass happy to play a clock out now. The assassin finds the ubiquitous. Sidestepping back inside of BJ. BJ takes it forward. Gets brought to ground. He's wiped out, so he must have touched the Salford hand. The assassin will just carry it forward again, look for a gap. Led by example as ever. What a captain. You love playing under him. He just goes forward all the time. Bloke. Goes Big Richie. Cass it forward. Come on then, Cass, can we get one? Is the time? Viva Brad coming back inside, showing ball, offloads to Gavin. Man at match. Oh, superb offload to Lloyd. Lloyd strains a good. Lloyd's going to, Viva Brad's going to score. Finish it up for Cass. Show the value, keeping ball alive. Close quarter stuff. Gavin involved again. Lloyd made the break. Viva Brad in for his second try. That must definitely be the final bit of action here at Weldon Road. Made it 28 points to 12. So good cast performance in the end. Morgan's man of match. Gavin Orr's going to bring the game to close when he's going to bob this goal over. So both half-backs ending up with 2 tries apiece. Viva Brad gets a couple of goals, I reckon, and a couple of tries. So good performance here at Weldon Road. Just 1 to go as Gavin slots it straight over. That is the final effort. 30 points to 12. Superb second half after a bit down first half. A superb game here at Weldon Road. We'll watch it all tomorrow night. And Cass deservedly taking the 2 points. Salford's played the part with some good defence. It's Morgie sounding off. See you next week.